Well, I'm on my way to pick up my brand new 2026 Tesla Model Y. In this video, I'm gonna kind of go over the delivery process. I'm gonna show you everything that you should look for while picking up your vehicle and before accepting the delivery. And then I'm gonna go into how much exactly I paid for this vehicle, but yeah, let's go. Well, folks, here it is, brand new 2026 Tesla Model Y. I just accepted delivery of it, but I'm going to show you basically everything that I looked at prior to taking delivery, making sure everything was good. So first thing I do is I always do a quick exterior walk around. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for any scratches, any dings, any damage to the plastic, anything like that, just to make sure that nothing at all is damaged. Because, you know, once you have like roughly 100 miles once you take the delivery to actually outline anything, because if you don't, like if there's a big old dent in the vehicle and you don't say anything about it, guess what? Tesla is not going to cover those repairs. So always do keep that in mind. So we're done. We just did our nice exterior walk around. Overall, I went with the white on white because, you know, that was my last Model Y and I loved it. And overall, I think it looks fantastic. Definitely needs some tint though, because it's toasty. But next we're gonna move to the interior of the vehicle and just kind of show you what I'm looking for. What I do is I actually open and close all four doors, including the trunk and the frunk, just to make sure that there's nothing loose, make sure everything sounds good and all that. But then we move to the interior of the vehicle. I'm gonna look at the interior, I'm gonna look for any stains, make sure nothing is stained, nothing like that. Just make sure everything looks good. Because like I said, you paid for this vehicle, you wanna make sure everything looks solid. I also look for stains on anything like on this white interior here, just to make sure that everything is all good to go. I make sure to roll down all four windows as well as roll up all the windows. So once again, just make sure everything and all that is good. So once we've done that, I'll test my seat controls and everything like that, just to make sure that all of our seats and everything move. Kind of climb in here, just make sure nothing was left in the vehicle, which, sorry, it's a little hot in here, but the AC is absolutely blasting. I open and close. Let's actually turn that off real fast so you can actually hear me. Oh, so that's why. So we make sure that everything actually opens and closes. That includes the glove compartment as well. So I open that, close it up, and then make sure everything on that front is good to go. I look at my screen, make sure it's not cracked or scratched or anything like that. One of the big things you always want to look for is look up here at the headliner. There's been a tendency sometimes when you take delivery that you'll see some stains up here actually on the headliner. So make sure that there's no stains or anything like that. Also make sure you did get some floor mats included. I know sometimes some people have gotten theirs delivered without floor mats, which I think overall it's a little odd, but you know, whatever. The next, something I like to do as well is we're gonna move on to the trunk of the vehicle. See, like I said, we make sure that it opens up and does all that. This did come with this nice privacy screen, which I'm a big fan of. But next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that my rear seats actually go up and down. So with the simple push of two buttons, both of my seats in the rear will go down, but all right, so looking, they did go down. And once again, we're gonna press those buttons again to make sure that they actually come up. And as we can see, everything's good to go there. Everything came up. I look underneath, of course, there's all my junk and everything. And I'm gonna close our trunk, make sure all that's good to go. Do got our nice little charging port right here. We do want to make sure that that does open and close as well. You just got to push on it gently, maybe. There we go. Make sure it closes. Can't remember if I went through this door or not, but once again, make sure that this window control actually works. And you may not be aware, but on the new refresh Model Y, there's actually some buttons down here to actually move your seats. So we want to make sure that those all go down and everything. So as we can see, it goes down. Press the button again, and it goes back up. All that works very well. If you saw the actual driver's seat move too. Looking at our rear screen, make sure everything there is in order. It does have this little protective cover on it. I'm gonna keep it on there until I actually get a matte screen cover of my own. But yeah, make sure the screen's not scratched or dented or anything. Once again, we're looking back here, looking for stains, looking for tears, anything that we could possibly just point out to Tesla and make sure that they fix. Close our door. That closing of that door sounded Very nice. Yes, I did go with the dual motor, long range all-wheel drive. I took advantage of the 1.99 deal as well as the FSD transfer, which I'll explain a little bit further than that in another vehicle. Looking at our glass roof up here, making sure nothing's cracked, nothing's damaged, because like I said, whatever you don't find, if you find it later, like within, I believe it's within over 100 miles, if you don't point it out within 100 miles, you're liable. You're screwed on that one. I look at all the rims and everything. I make sure all the plastic caps, one, make sure that they're on there, and two, make sure that they're not damaged or anything like that. A lot of people are saying, look at like panel gaps and all that craziness. Y'all, it's 2025. Tesla is pretty solid when it comes to that. I have yet to see a new vehicle be delivered that has panel gap issues. That's old school stuff. That's all in the past. I guess I'll show off the front too, just to make sure all that works. So I already did this, but I'm just doing it again for y'all. So we're gonna open the front here, go forward. Just make sure that the frunk and all that opens properly. Make sure there's nothing in there, which like there wouldn't be. That's just weird, I know, but make sure that the frunk actually closes properly. Yeah, folks, in terms of delivery checklist, that's really it. We'll do another quick walk around just to get one final thing, and plus just got to show off the car, honestly, because this looks so good. The white on white with this new refresh 2026 Y looks so damn good. I'm so excited. Am I sad that I'm giving up my Cybertruck? Yeah, I am, folks. But it is what it is. I'll explain in another video why specifically I'm trading it in. But this is all about today. It's all about the why today. But yeah, now it's time to take it home. Of course, the biggest question people want to know is how much did I pay for my brand new Model Y? Well, so as this one sits with the white exterior and the white interior, and this one being a long-range all-wheel drive, the base price of this vehicle is $50,990. Of course, that doesn't include things like tax, title, license, and other fees and everything like that. But I was able to get some discounts on this vehicle, and we're going to talk about those. The first one that I was able to get is I was able to get $1,000 off of this vehicle just for being military. So Tesla has a unique program for military as well as some other career fields as well, where you can get an instant $1,000 off of this. So of course, that was quite a deal. And also I got an additional $500 off just for being a previous Tesla owner. So they call it Tesla loyalty credit. So I got an additional $500 off. But wait, we're not done yet. I also qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. So I was able to get an additional $7,500 off. And then I have my final discount, which is a little bit of a unique one, but I really, for this one, I have all of you to thank for this. And I actually have some Tesla referral credit. I was able to use my $10,000 in Tesla referral credit to get an additional $10,000 off the price of this vehicle, bringing my grand total price before fees and all that to $31,990. Think about that. $32,000 for a brand new 2026 Tesla Model Y, which in my opinion, that's a great deal. It's one of those things I couldn't pass up. And I know a lot of people are thinking in this video like, well, why'd you get rid of the Cybertruck? What was wrong with it? Well, nothing, but I'm going to explain all that in a different video. I'm going to save that for something else, but this is all about the why. But really, folks, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed the video, you found it educational, hit that like button. And once again, if you have any further questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button below. Helps me out a ton, but yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you.